Syrian Jews derive their origin from two groups: those who inhabited Syria from early times and the Sephardim who fled to Syria after the expulsion of the Jews from Spain. There were large communities in Aleppo, Damascus, and Qamishli for centuries. In the early 20th century, a large percentage of Syrian Jews immigrated to the U.S., Central and South America and Israel. The largest Syrian Jewish community is located in Israel and is estimated at 80,000. Following the Syrian civil war and rise of ISIS, the majority of the remaining Jews of Syria have fled. In November 2015, it was reported that only 18 Syrian Jews remain in the entire country. Second Temple period. The tradition of the community ascribes its founding to the time of King David, whose general Joab occupied the area of Syria described in the Bible as Aram Zoba. This name is taken by later tradition as referring to Aleppo. Whether or not Jewish settlement goes back to a time as early as King David, both Aleppo and Damascus certainly had Jewish communities early in the Christian era. Post-Second Temple. In Roman times about 10,000 Jews lived at Damascus, governed by an ethnarch. Paul of Tarsus succeeded, after a first rebuff, in converting many of the Jews of Damascus to Christianity. This irritated the Jewish ethnarch to such a degree that he attempted to arrest Paul, and the latter's friends only saved his life by lowering him in a basket out of a window built in the wall of the city. Many Jews were murdered by the pagan inhabitants upon the outbreak of the First Jewish-Roman War. Later, Damascus, as the coins show, obtained the title of metropolis, and under Alexander Severus, when the city was a Christian colony, it became the seat of a bishop who enjoyed a rank next to that of the Patriarch of Antioch. In the 5th century, under the rule of the Byzantine Empire, being the Talmudic time, Jews were living at Damascus, for the Rabbi Raphaim bar Papa went to pray in the synagogue of Jobar. An early Jewish community is likely to have existed in Aleppo during the 5th century, when a synagogue was constructed there. Also in the 5th century, Jerome reports the presence in Beroea of a congregation of Nazarenes using a Hebrew gospel similar to that of Matthew. During the conflicts between the Byzantines and the Persians, Damascus frequently suffered heavily. When Syria was conquered by the Persians, the Jews of Damascus, profiting by the presence of the invaders, joined with their co-religionists of Palestine to take vengeance on the Christians, especially those of Tyre. In 635, Damascus fell into the hands of the Muslims. The inhabitants voluntarily surrendered and succeeded in saving 15 Christian churches.